Hello YouTube. So today I thought I'd share with you what I spent for the entire month of November as a 37-year-old female who originally I'd hoped to be retired by 40, but now I've just taken out a new mortgage. So now the plan is, this is me budgeting until I hit 40 to hopefully be back to the square one, be back mortgage free and things like that. So I'll start off with essential bills. So I spent £103.90 on my council tax. I think for the month of December, I'm just going to pay the remaining balance off just to get rid of it. I spent £10 on my phone bill, which is gift gas. So this is quite a good deal. You get something like 60 gigabytes of data. And I use that in the house as well, so I don't have the internet. And I spent, what did I spend on electric? £40 on electric. Altogether, yeah, I think I spent £40 on electric. Pretty basic. It's going to go up this month. It's been pretty cold, so I think this month will be more. And that was also using what I had in reserve over the previous months. And I spent £22.70 on the bus. So that was just trips to the hospital and things. And I think on the low income, I can actually claim that back, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. So the next so that came to a total of £176.60. So the next category is food. So I spent £3.88 at a food pantry. So this is just somewhere where you can go that has, you can pay, sorry, all my squiggles there, where you can get mostly things that are free, but they do have like a section of things for 20p. So that's like, it's things that are leaving the supermarket that are out of date, but you know, still perfectly fine to eat. And I think the local Tesco's, Co-op and Marks and Spencer's give to them. So I spent £3.80 there. I spent £58.68 on the supermarket, and that's really for me and my partner. That's most of the food budget for two of us. I spent £15.64 at Boots, and that was medical. So within that, I did gain about £7-8 worth of points, because if you recycle at the same time and you spend £10 or more, you get £5 worth of points back. So I did that a couple of times, so £7 worth of points. And I spent £33.65 on takeaway, although I think I've rounded it up. So that was just things like, yeah, I think I had a McDonald's, maybe a chippy once or twice. It's not a lot, because most of that is obviously delivery fee, processing fee, bag handling fee. So that came to a total of £111.77. So altogether out of these categories, I spent £288.37. And then I think, I spent a little bit more over the month. So what else did I do? So then I did some extras because it was Good Friday, Black Friday. So on top of that, I also spent about £100 on PayPal to take me to £388, and that was just, I got what did I buy from PayPal? Oh no, I didn't buy from PayPal. So I put it on my PayPal debit card, but what I did is I got I took advantage of some like money off vouchers. So I got a £35 Marks and Spencer's voucher, which I've not used anything of yet, and it cost me something like 32. And I also got, I got an Asda voucher too, which I got a £35 voucher, spent about 33 on it, and I think I've still got about £15 left on the Asda one. And then the last things that I bought was from eBay, of that £100, and that was got a couple of dehumidifiers. So very worth investing in the house. They cost less than a penny an hour to run. Just a great way to keep, if you've got old sash windows or even just a damper house, the amount of water that they seem to collect, and that would be something that would be going into your walls or into your joinery work. So it really does make a difference. So that was that. And then I think I spent an extra £40 on top of that on electric, which I think I put into next month actually, yeah. I've stuck it in next month's bill, so that's fine. So income in this month, I had my TSB bonus of £15 for taking out a new current account. I had the RBS bonus of £175 for switching to them, so yeah, it's not bad. And my partner gave me £55, so that comes to, I don't actually add that total up. That's £235 in, which isn't bad. Considering my outs was about £400, so £235 back in. I also redeemed a Shoppix voucher for £20. I got my Boots voucher for I've got £7 worth of points on my Boots card. And I also got £15 Iceland bonus. So that is most of this month done. I've still not done my 1-to-1 shares yet, which I do need to do. Wages was pretty bad because I said I've not been well. So that's the totals. That's how the summary looks. We were just under 400. Yeah, because of PayPal, so that was basically like, did I write it on? 388.37, including the money that I put into my PayPal account. Talk about that in another time. That's the PayPal debit card. It's pretty good. So next month, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay the rest of my council tax off, which is £415.60. If I move house in December, which at the minute looks like it's going to happen, I will have home insurance to pay for and the start of a mortgage, and it'll just be back to my normal things like electric and gift gaff. So that's how next month is looking so far. I shouldn't need to buy too much. Obviously the council, so obviously in January, February, March, I won't have any council tax on this property, which would be great. If I move house, if I get a new house, I've got a little while to move before I need to pay it. So you get up to 6 months free if you've got 2 properties. So I'm better not moving into the new place straight away. I'll just stay living here, get the new house ready, and have the free property time for that. And then that gives me time to organise it this side. And then when I move in there, I'll get 6 months free here. So I've got time to sell this place. And then hopefully that'll put me back to being closer to being not debt free. Well, I'm not debt free as such, but I'll get rid of my mortgage. So yeah, that's what it's like as a 37-year-old female in Scotland. Mostly living on our own, but me and my partner, we do have like meals together and stuff like that. So thank you for watching and have a great day.